Let me say this, as I've been saying this for a long time. I do a lot of things, and whenever I look at what's going on in this election time, and I'm hearing about kids arguing in high school, they're not even old enough to vote yet, but they got problems. There's things going on that I heard from another, I guess he must be a junior in high school, and he told me about how students were fighting and over the election and who was elected and all the other kind of stuff. And they shouldn't be concerned about that. Right now, what's happening, I think that we should, as a people, learn it's happened. Whatever's happened, happened. There's nothing that can be done about it at this time. So we need to look ahead. We need to look forward to the future in 2028. But one thing I do know is that the more you hear about things that are going on, especially with the name I rarely use, MAGA crowd, you're going to find out that they're going to implode on themselves. They're going to feed on themselves. They're going to destroy themselves and the things that they have been preaching about and who they want. Because you got to remember, not all Republicans were in line to do whatever it is he says. So we're going to find out. He's going to find out real quickly, too, that he has control, but he doesn't have complete control. Because if the Democrats vote on something and all you need is just a few Republicans that say, no, this cannot happen, we're not going to vote on it, they can side with the Democrats. Check it out. And this is what I'm saying about the year 2028. Before that year comes here, we need to come together. We need to understand this and only this. There's a plan we need to put together. And that plan is, whenever we vote, whenever we do something, you got a lot of people, we're complaining. Okay, yeah, we got something going on and stuff has hit the fan. But you need to realize that we were not involved. We were not as involved as we should be as a people. I'm talking about all of us. It doesn't matter what race, color, or creed you are. We all need to understand this, that if we vote in people, we talk about the superintendents of schools, there's mayors of cities, there's senators, there's superintendents, there's all kinds of political offices all over the country, in every city, state, town, or whatever. And we only want people in there that are actually going to fight for the things that we actually believe in. And don't vote in those people that you don't know. Because I know most of us get a ballot. We also vote for people, okay, that sounds like a good name. You don't really know them. But I say do your own research. And as individuals, I think that if we find out something that is not cohesive with an individual, something that you find out, you can share that information on social media like you share everything else. But the thing I say about that, even when we share the things on social media, we need to understand that once we share it, we're sharing what we found out. And you that sees that information needs to do your own due diligence. Don't always share things that you just heard. It doesn't make sense to do that unless you have due diligence done on your own behalf to understand what is happening and what is going on in and around your city, town, state. We need to find out. Don't just post stuff because somebody else posted it. That's what the problem is of misinformation. Misinformation is being applied everywhere for no reason whatsoever, and everybody else just picks it up and runs with it. And then you got those that always complain. So when we complain, we're not only saying we're lost and we don't know what to do, but we don't apply a solution to the problem that we just brought up. We need to find solutions to what's going on around us, to be more aware, to be intentional about what we do and how we do it. Because if you find out that this individual that is in power now, you think that he has all the power in the world. It seems that way. I mean, he has the House, he has the Senate, the majority of votes. He's going to be electing conservative judges. The things that he said he was going to do in 2025, and it looks like a lot of those things are coming to fruition. So the question is the people that voted for him, there's quite a few of you that have what they call that, voters remorse. We're here. We're where we are. And there's a lot of people who are talking about, well, there's fraud going on. There's got to be fraud, some fraud somewhere. Well, you know, if it's brought up again, it's not going to make anything better right now. Because whatever is in the dark, I guarantee you it will come to light sooner or later. So don't worry about it. What your beliefs, and if you don't have proof, there's no way that it can be verified unless you, like I said, you find the proof that it is. I mean, we all can speculate, because just like what I've always said to people, I said, we all have opinions. They're like assholes. We all have one, right? So don't spew, well, I guess that's what social media has become these days, to allow us to be able to constantly spit out information about whatever it is that we believe and think about and see and everything else, just like I'm doing right here. But I'm not trying to spread any misinformation. I'm not trying to spread any news or something that you just don't know about already, because even everything that I said, you already know. It's there. It's in your mind. But we need to work together as a people, together, to be able to bring about the change that we want to see. We need to find out, they said it was the economy, stupid. That's why people voted that way. Well, there's a lot of, votes that were, I don't know, irregular as far as our votes as a people or as a group of people. But you can't focus on that. I know I mentioned it, but you can't focus on that. I think what we need to focus on is for us to find a way to get through this, to get things done. Be intentional about how we live. Be intentional about the things that we do. And be committed. If you know what commitment is, be committed. As the last part of this, I'm saying this because it's what media does. The media kept repeating the crazy things that this individual said. And you know why the crazy stuff was said? He needed eyeballs. The media gave it to him. We gave it to him. And the words that he did say that meant something to the people exactly who it was meant for on either side. And we ran with it. But the bottom line is, everything he said was to keep the eyeballs on him. And the eyeballs were on him. Remember that the next time somebody runs for an office and says and does the crazy things, realize that the eyeballs, your eyeballs, is something they need.